Greetings. We're connected with unconditional love for your highest message of wisdom and guidance, most pertinent to you at this time. Welcome to this you and your person reading. You'll be able to intuitively tell which is you and which is your person based on the energy and obviously your intuitive strength and prowess. So let's get right into it. So right now on your life journey, you have the energy of the star, the wheel, and the tower. So there are many forms of divine intervention that are taking place within you, and you're feeling very spiritually guided. You're feeling that your path is lighted and enlightened by the divine. And you're taking most, if not all, occurrences as divine guidance, divine coordination, organization, and such. Even the surprising ones that you feel you might not have been expecting. With the Seven of Pentacles on the split, it feels like there's also an energy of you just observing, you're considering something and gaining understanding about something that's in your material awareness, in your physical reality. This has something to do with recognizing a certain victory in love, a certain positive energy in love. And by recognizing, acknowledging that victory, there's a toxic energy being cleared away from a Two of Cups space. So in a romantic situation, there's the energy of the devil being cleared away just by mentally and verbally acknowledging the victory, bringing praise and faith into the situation. Now with the Ace of Pentacles, the Hangman, and the Five of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, so underlying, it feels like you've had a sense of being locked away from a particular desired physical reality. So this could be a physical manifestation in this relationship, and it could and probably does also represent your material world, so your finances and also your physical health, possibly your physique. There's a way that you felt at a distance from your ideal physical material representation of something or some things. It's multiple things. For many of you who are resonating with it, it's multiple things. Now, when it comes to this, that feeling of feeling locked away, suspended from, stagnant, out of that ideal physical representation that you're looking for, you know that with the Page of Cups, the Six of Cups, there's an energy that is at the root of this. And this is an emotional energy that has to do with your childhood, your upbringing, the past. Some feelings, some feelings and beliefs from the past, from your upbringing, they are at the root of, they create this sense. It's almost like they create a sense of sabotage within you. And it also feels as though you don't talk about it. So it's not don't, but it feels as though there are large portions of it that you feel you keep to yourself. The Seven of Swords, the Nine of Wands, it feels like you have difficulty taking off that mask, or you have difficulty sharing and being honest about the role that this Page of Cups and Six of Cups energy plays in you. So this has to do with certain really sensitive emotions and feelings about things that have happened in the past, about things that you were taught about yourself, about life in the past, about others. It really feels like Spirit wants you to take a little bit of time out to really slow down just a bit and get your mind around what it is that Page of Cups energy, that Six of Cups energy represent, what it is those emotions are that are kind of sabotaging you and that you're masking from yourself and from others. Those emotions that have created difficulty with you seeing some sort of abundance, you experiencing or feeling like you are in that ideal representation of your physical reality. Whatever those thoughts and feelings are, it feels like Spirit wants you to take time to sit with them. And by sitting with them, you are able to get a strong sense of exactly how those energies have impacted or are possibly stagnating your reality or creating that sense of stagnation within you. Once you acknowledge it in the same breath, it begins to collapse. That distance between what you know is your desire to experience and what you feel you are experiencing, that distance collapses as you take full ownership of those emotions and allow those feelings to mature from the position that they were, that from the state that they were in your youth, in your childhood, when they were possibly limited to a state that just kept you feeling like you weren't having the victory, a state that kept you feeling like you weren't in a state of success, like you weren't in a happy time in your life. No matter what was going on around you, it feels like you might have had trouble recognizing positivity, happiness, and triumph and success in your life. And that's something that creates a lot of turmoil for you. And it seems Spirit is ready to clear that pattern out for you. This is a pattern that affects, as we described, multiple physical areas of your life and is also being mirrored in the Two of Cups connection, a love connection. So yeah, it strongly feels like for you, for your portion of this reading, Spirit just wants you to sit with your feelings, sit with your emotions. These can be really uncomfortable feelings, triggering ones, just getting a lot of discomfort, possibly painful feelings, but just in general, uncomfortable feelings that are also possibly seemingly tangled up amongst one another, and it can be difficult for you to decipher. So you might find yourself not really sinking into those feelings a lot. I think Spirit really wants you to address those, to process those emotions so that they can come up and out of your energy field and no longer create what feels like a discrepancy. Now, what's going on in your partner's energy? Now, your partner is coming out as the Knight of Swords. On the split, they have the Five of Swords and the Two of Swords. So your partner is coming into a lot of clarity and self-honesty about some Five of Swords, Two of Swords situation. Some situation that they might have been not privy to, possibly in denial about, but has been causing a great deal of just conflict. It could be mental conflict. It could be verbal disputes in their life. And they're using their Knight of Swords energy, their honest eyes, right, to see the truth for what it is and to accept it about that situation. And it just seems as if there were certain things that this person didn't want to admit to themselves before, that they are currently in an energy where they just are. They're choosing to hold on to something that is important to them. And in order to do that, they're allowing a truth to be seen. Now I'm getting a message of a truth being spoken as well. But the sword is coming out of the knight's throat. It's coming out of his chest and throat area. So it also feels like there are some true, maybe some blunt words that your person usually wouldn't speak, that they are now getting or feeling clear enough to speak and getting strong enough to speak. You have strength on the underlying portion of the deck, as well as the Two of Wands and the Knight of Swords again. So your person, this Knight of Swords is more in motion. It feels as if your person is setting up to go and speak some truth. That Two of Wands energy is more like preparing to speak some truth, observing, gathering the proper words, the proper timing, and then moving through to that. Timing here, strength. It feels like Spirit is helping this person to restrain themselves from being impulsive or from speaking too quickly, speaking too harshly. And so this person is just gathering all of the necessary pieces of information, mental information, physical information, energetic information. It feels like your person wants to use this Knight of Swords energy and bring a certain truth towards a Three of Cups situation. So it could be a platonic situation, it could be a familial, like siblings relationship, and it could be a third party situation. Whatever it is, this person has like a strong sword. And with the tower coming out behind the Three of Cups, the Ace of Swords, I believe that your person sharing this truth in that situation is a shock to the people in that situation, as well as if you're not in that situation, it's a shock to you. So your person isn't unkind here at all, but they are someone who is listening to their heart and feels there is great wisdom and value in their heart. And so they're trying to speak from that place. Your person sees you as the magician with the Nine of Pentacles. They feel like you don't need them. They feel like you could create anything you want. You could take care of yourself, provide for yourself in any way that you want, because your person feels like you're strongly connected to your creator energy. Like you're strongly in tune with the universe and you know how to allow the universe to provide for you, as well as you know how to create situations for yourself that are ideal for you. Right now, Spirit is guiding you and your person to take a leap of faith into a brand new cycle in love. It feels like there's, with the star energy, so much healing and enlightenment, as well as a spiritual compass that's being really pronounced at this time. And this King of Wands energy is showing me that your person is feeling that push from Spirit. Your person is feeling a push from Spirit to make strong, lasting plans and take steady steps and action towards you in connection. Spirit is also your person also feels guided by Spirit to walk away from situations that are not or patterns and situations that are not a representation of their divinity, their personal strength. And that divinity and personal strength is so strongly upheld by you and so strongly represented by you that your person is just feeling really confident and feeling like you're a role model for them in that way. Like you're like a backbone. You keep them very connected with what is divine, what is love, and what is true. And so they're kind of just going with what their soul and what their spirit is gaining from that. This is going to trigger a lot of past emotions and childhood feelings for your person too, and is going to heal any illusions regarding poverty or lack. It feels as though your person could end up feeling quite astounded with how spirit and the universe end up taking their life and you guys' romantic situation. Yes, there's something very passionate and real, very passionate and true with the Ace of Wands, a brilliant new beginning, a manifestation that comes in, a manifested opportunity. And I know that this is quite vague. I feel that this is a broad reading that is really connecting with a large fraction of the collective at this time. And whenever that's the case, I know that there are strong planetary influences involved. So we've gotten the star quite a few times, and that is now showing me as well that the stars are aligning and the stars are moving things around. So the strength of the universe and the strength of the stars, it's powerful enough to move multiple areas of your life and multiple lives. And I mean a large number of other lives. So this was our romantic check-in for you in your situation. No matter what your situation physically looks like, you'll be able to intuitively know whether this is resonating with you, because you'll be feeling this planetary and celestial influence in your life and in that connection. Okay, and I asked Spirit, if you had to choose a crystal card to represent your guidance and wisdom for this reading, what would it be? And out came number 2, Flint, Portal Power. Flint stabilizes energy and cuts through to the core of issues, clearing blockages and loosening ties. It opens portals to other worlds and hidden aspects of yourself. You are a person with profound inner depths. Do not be afraid to explore this hidden side. It contains treasure beyond knowing, together with attitudinal karma and repressed emotions affecting well-being. Flint connects you to your ancestors. A natural traveler, you know how to negotiate the shamanic underworld to obtain healing insights. Paying attention to energetic boundaries and core strength, cutting detrimental ties, and strengthening your connection to the planet maintains well-being. Okay, and that is all for today. I'm really enjoying doing these just sort of shorter check-in readings about certain areas of your life or what seems to be coming forward most prominently in the energy field. It just feels really good. You can let me know how you feel about this style of reading in the comments. I hope that this message has brought you intuitive confirmation as well as a great deal of peace and healing. I'll likely be posting another one sooner than I have recently been posting videos back to back, just because there are other energies that I really want to check into and look into. And so I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. So until then, do take great care of yourself and happy aligning.